Hello and welcome to the Irish Aesthete. Previously we've been travelling around the country and looking at some of the Franciscan Friaries established here soon after their arrival in the 1230s. One such can be found at Ardfert, County Kerry, established in 1253 by Thomas Fitzmaurice, who'd be buried in the church close to the altar following his death around 1280. By the way, it's worth pointing out that the somewhat grey look of these pictures is due to the fact that I visited the site on what in Ireland is euphemistically called a soft day. That is to say, the rain was teeming down. The remains of Ardfert Friary indicate it was a substantial building. The wide body of the church concludes in a 5-lancet window. As was usual with these mendicant houses, the church has no side aisles. However, in the 15th century, a transept was added on the south side. This has a handsome tracery window removed from the building in 1670 and installed in nearby Ardfert Cathedral. It was returned to its original location in the second decade of the 19th century. Also in the 15th century, a 6-storey tower was added to the church at the western end of the building. Presumably, this was to provide secure accommodation for the friars during a period of considerable internal turmoil in Ireland, when even religious establishments were not safe from attack. Around this time also, a number of handsome tombs were erected inside the main body of the church. At Ardfert, the outline of the choir, which lies to the immediate north of the church, can still be made out, but only the eastern side of it remains intact. Like the great majority of religious establishments in Ireland, Ardfert was closed down in the 16th century by the government authorities, but the ruins survived reasonably intact thanks to a family that came into possession of the surrounding lands. Hard though it is to believe now, the building here once stood as a romantic ruin within an elaborate parkland created by the Crosbys. They were an ancient Irish clan, members of which, having been dispossessed of their own territory in County Laois further east, moved here around 1630. Towards the end of the 17th century, the Crosbys built a residence within sight of the old friary and named it Ardfert Abbey. This very fine house was distinguished by its interiors, which included a panelled hall, its walls painted with classical figures in monochrome, and a superlative early 18th century staircase. Alas, all of this was lost in August 1922, when the house was needlessly burnt down by the IRA. And today, we would never know it had stood here at all. And so, after looking at a variety of religious houses, we return to the Irish country house, of which more in due course. I look forward to seeing you then. Thank you so much for watching the Irish Aesthete. Goodbye.